Hi, this is a reading for December 2022, and this reading is of Sagittarius. Welcome to the table. I've pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again for you. I'm an intuitive reader. I read in real time. I use a 10-card spread, 5 along the top, 5 along the bottom row. I talk about those cards as I put them out. Then I overlay those cards with another deck of cards, and I talk about those cards individually, and towards the end of the reading I pull the whole reading together and we see what we can find for you, Sagittarius. We're approaching Christmas, so it's getting busy for everyone. I'll put those cards back in. Not quite ready for those. I hope you've got some nice things planned for December. Okay, I think we'll start the reading. 8 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles upright, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Cups upright, 8 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Cups upright, and the 4 of Pentacles upright. And on the bottom of the deck I'll show you what we've got. And then I'll have a look. Okay, we've got the 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay. So we've got the 8 of Wands. Usually that's a message coming in fast, some creative energy, moving very quickly. It's in reverse, so there's some sort of a delay. We've got the 10 of Wands, which is usually considered to be a card of a heavy burden, carrying a heavy burden, coming to an end. So not quite there yet. Looks like you can't put your heavy burden down quite yet. King of Swords. This is a highly intelligent, articulate, analytical energy. It's in reverse. So it's perhaps asking you to use those traits in a situation you find yourself in. Got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is quite an auspicious card. I would call this a happy card because this person has the money she needs. She's acquired her wealth through hard work. She's in a place of authority and respect. And she has a falcon. So she's assisted with some cosmic intelligence. Here we go. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like things are going to change, whether you like them or not. So there is change coming at the end of your reading. So that's quite good. Here you've got the Wish card. 7 of Cups. Be careful what you wish for. Not everything is always quite what you think it's going to be. Sometimes when you wish for one thing and you get it, it actually stops you from getting something else. And you may not have foreseen that. This is the 2 of Cups. This is a lovely energy. 2 people falling in love, being in love, and having eyes only for each other. Eight of Swords. That's a sense of feeling trapped. Perhaps not being able to move forward. Maybe not being able to speak your mind clearly. Perhaps you're constrained in some way in your thoughts. It's in reverse, so I'm sensing perhaps that you've got some sort of constraint. Maybe you're not allowed to speak the truth. Maybe you have a secret to keep. 8 of Cups. Wanting to walk away, leaving your emotional feelings behind and perhaps wanting to start a new journey. It's under the night of the moon, so it could be quite a dark energy. Could be feeling a bit lonely. Feeling like you need to walk away from where you are. But we'll clarify that as we go along. The 4 of Pentacles, that talks usually about money and stability and values. And in this case, perhaps worrying too much or holding your values or your money a little bit too tightly. Perhaps being overly concerned about your money or overly concerned about your wealth or your finances or your investments. Oh dear, knocked him over. Okay, and you've got the Three of Cups at the end. So this is about celebrations and happy times with other people, perhaps friends. Not necessarily family, like-minded people, just people to enjoy your time with. I'll overlay these cards with another layer. It gives me a better idea of what's going on. So usually this is the recent past, the present and the near future. The bottom layer of cards actually often refers to little bits of advice or lessons or even things that are less in your conscious mind than the cards up the top. So we'll clarify these cards again for you, Sagittarius. We'll put a second layer down and we'll see what the cards have got to tell us. The second layer, sometimes you get confirming cards one on top of the other or right next to one another. It does put some extra strength of emphasis on a particular card. We'll clarify these. Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, the Hierophant. Hierophant talks about spiritual energy, a teacher, somebody in authority, giving a blessing perhaps, an initiation. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please, in reverse. He has his head down, bowed, got very much a heavy load, feeling like he's got a heavy load, perhaps wishing that was coming to an end. Doesn't look quite like it's coming to an end at the moment. There may be some delay. Okay, Two of Wands. Perhaps wishing you could start something new or go somewhere, perhaps wanting to travel overseas. Wishing you could start something new, perhaps wishing you could start a new job. Maybe your job has become quite onerous and feels a bit like a burden. Maybe you have a contract that you can't get out of just at the moment. But with that energy coming in and it's in the upright position, perhaps there'll be an opportunity soon. Okay, King of Swords, can we clarify that? Okay, Princess of Wands. Okay, oh, we've got a whole stack there. I'll put them back. Far too many. King of Swords, please. Okay, Eight of Cups, same as this one. Very much a dark energy. Feeling a bit depressed. Feeling a bit sad, dejected. Feeling like you've been let down, perhaps. Okay, can we clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please? Two of Cups, okay. We've got the Two of Cups here as well. So this one's in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Wands. Usually a celebration, a wedding, an engagement, 21st birthday party, something a bit special. I'll look at that one a bit later because it's near the celebration card. It's in reverse. Perhaps there's some sort of a delay or something that hasn't gone ahead. Let's have a look. We'll clarify the Seven of Cups. Okay. So you've got the Two of Swords. Usually making a decision. Taking your time to make a good decision here, perhaps. Two of Cups, please, for Sagittarius. Two of Cups. Okay, Prince of Swords. You've got a few sword cards here. So it's fast incoming energy. A message or a decision. I think in this case, possibly a message coming in. It could be a legal decision. It's very fast. It will change everything. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Okay, the Chariot, so very fast moving energy. So again, we've got two very fast moving energies, feeling trapped, very stagnant, but looks like something's going to change soon, because that's a very stagnant energy. Even this is a kind of a stagnant energy. Okay, let's clarify. The Eight of Cups, please. Okay, Princess of Wands. She's in reverse. Very windswept, so a new idea, perhaps not thought out completely, but it is a new idea, perhaps starting and feeling a little bit like it's out of control, perhaps, or not going quite the way you thought it would be going. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, please, for Sagittarius. Okay, the Princess of Swords. Okay, similar energy. In reverse, messages, definitely messages. Okay. All right, and we'll have a look at the bottom of the deck. What have we got in the bottom? Okay, the High Priestess in reverse. All right, let's have a look what we've got here. In your current energy, got the King of Swords here, so that's in reverse. So perhaps you haven't been taking the time to think clearly about a situation. Perhaps you're very emotional. It's asking you, this card is suggesting that you be very analytical and think very carefully. If your emotions are upset, or you feel like you suddenly want to walk away, perhaps you need to take a little bit of time just to stop and think. Perhaps stopping and thinking makes you feel trapped, and you want some fast-moving changes, and that looks like something's coming in very quickly. So I think something is going to change. Perhaps you're feeling a bit static here. This could be a legal energy. Perhaps paperwork you don't want to deal with, because this can all be a sort of like letter of the law kind of things as well. Trapped in your own mind, too much thinking, not enough clear thinking perhaps. This is very fast moving energy. Now in your recent past, it looks like you've had to make a decision. You've had some messages that have been delayed, and probably been wishing for something to change, but not quite knowing what it is you really want to do. Maybe there's a lot of variables in your situation that give you lots of opportunities to do different things. Perhaps you wanted to go and study. That's possible. Or perhaps somebody in authority has put a stop to something. It looks to me like you're dreaming of venturing out into something new, perhaps wanting to travel overseas. It looks like you can't move at the moment. It does very much feel like you're sort of trapped, locked in. You've got crosses and crosses and crosses. So something is blocking you by the looks of it. The fact that you've got crosses there, crosses there, crosses there, tells me something's blocking you from moving forward. And you can't do the things you want to do. It's almost like this card is sort of like, rescue me. It's like a call to rescue. That's how I'm feeling from it. You know, I want to be rescued. This is the knight in shining armour, so to speak, to come rushing in and rescue you. It does look like messages are coming in of some sort here, because you've got the same card at either end. So this is, not exactly the same. You've got the prince and the princess. So she's this one's probably a little bit more mature or further down the deck than this one. So it's highly likely you've got messages coming in. They could be legal messages. They could be messages that change everything for you. You've definitely got very fast-moving energy here. This is almost frozen and static, so something was really holding you back here in the recent past. But it looks like some sort of a decision here. Perhaps you needed somebody to release you from something. Maybe you needed a contract to be finished, somebody to release you from a contract or an obligation. That could be the case here. Because this could also be about partnership, perhaps. Usually it refers to love, but it could be a partnership. It's a bond of some sort. A bond. Something's held you tight. Definitely here. Okay, it looks though that you actually feel a little bit blue. I mean, these are quite dark cards, and they're right next to one another. So it looks like you're quite upset about being trapped. It does look like you want to walk away, and both of them are under the moon. So you know, definitely you've got your red shoes on. You're definitely walking away, but it's in the night. So are you actually facing the things you need to face before you walk away? What will that do to you if you walk away right now? Perhaps you found somebody new to love and you'd like to start again with this person. Maybe there's a delay to that. Perhaps you're waiting for a divorce or a breakup. That's possible. This person here looks quite financially secure, so I'm not quite sure how that ties in. I don't know whether that's somebody you've met, a new person you've met, who's you know, quite comfortable in their wealth, doesn't need you for financial security. And this is a highly creative energy. Maybe a young woman who's quite passionate, dreaming of marriage. Things are about to change though. Definitely you've got the Wheel of Fortune here at the end. Something's about to change. And then you'll be focused on your stability and what you really want to do, what you value most. I don't feel that this reading is so much about money as about feeling trapped, perhaps being committed to someone else or a partnership, and perhaps waiting for a separation to come through. That looks like something is going to come through fairly quickly though, but in the meantime looks like you would just like to walk away from all of this in the recent past. This person is doing their best to stand their ground in a very windy space. It's an inquiring sort of a mind, asking the right questions. It's in reverse. A little bit difficult. So celebrations there, you've got something to celebrate. And this is the High Priestess. So this is sort of a spiritual card. Usually going within yourself to analyse your spiritual feelings, what's valuable to you, making a decision perhaps, doing some study. This is quite an inquiring mind, so this could be linked to that. If you're thinking about doing some study, that's possible. I might clarify some of these cards. This one's a little bit ambiguous. But definitely I can sense that you're trapped up here. That's one thing I'm fairly certain about. And I can definitely sense here that you'd like to walk away from something. And I think you're waiting for some sort of a decision here. And that could be a legal decision, like that could be a divorce coming through. something that can release you. But it does look like a decision of some sort is coming through fairly soon. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so definitely that's indicating change. Because up here it's all delayed, but here it's changing. And you've got the Lovers and the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. The two next to one another would normally indicate sort of getting married, but it's in reverse. So perhaps there's some sort of a delay. Maybe you've got a new partner, or maybe this is the original partner. Maybe one of you was waiting for a divorce to go through. That's highly possible. Funny thing is, I'm noticing the Lion holding the sword in that one as well. So I do think perhaps one of you is waiting for some sort of a legal declaration to come through, maybe before this wedding can go ahead. I might clarify this here at the end. This Princess of Swords, this inquiring mind and the stability, because this is focusing on your money, focusing on your values, focusing on your wealth, your home. And clarify the Four of Pentacles, please, and the Princess of Swords. Oh, the World. Okay. The World is quite a good card to have. It's in reverse. It looks like, again, this is talking about a delay. All I'm getting here is delays. Wanting the world, maybe wanting to travel. Again, this is perhaps connected to this card over here, wishing to travel. The world is often an indicator of coming to an end. So, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here and this one here. So you've got, like in terms of a circular energy, normally this has a circular energy. That's got a circular energy, so is that. So something is coming to an end. It just looks a little bit confused, but there's this feeling of despair and despondency and perhaps regret. Just walking away from everything, this wanting to walk away from everything in the past. If you do need to think about something, take your time, don't rush, okay? Because when you're making decisions about your life, it's important that you make the right ones, because sometimes you can end up with the wrong. If you hurry to make a decision about something, you often pay the price by not getting something that may be more suitable for you that you didn't consider thoroughly. And this could be a hasty decision as well. So, and that's turned on its head. So there is a possibility that you're not taking enough time to make your decisions. And that could be giving you, like the bottom row often is little bits of advice perhaps to look at these as sort of like little indicators that perhaps you need to look at things from a different perspective. I might clarify this. I might actually clarify the Hierophant there. Can we clarify the Hierophant there, please? That looks an authority. And that could be sort of an institution. That could be everything to do with a marriage, the marriage contract or a legal contract. It's usually a very traditional card. I'll clarify that card, please. Three of Pentacles. Okay, I did say the word contract. I always refer to this as a contract card. So some sort of a contract or obligation. I'm definitely feeling that here. A contract or an obligation that you've got to meet. This is what's giving you the sense of the heavy burden and wanting, you're in a hurry to move away, I think, but perhaps it's all going a little bit too slow for you. But it does look like something's going to change soon. This is the present area, so even if it's all giving you a bit of heartache and headaches and concerns, I do think it will change soon. I don't think you need to worry too much longer. The Wheel of Fortune here, so that's definitely change is coming, which is good. And the outcome here is some sort of celebration. So even though you may have worries in the back of your mind, do take the time to spend some time with your friends and have a little bit of some light moments to enjoy life a little bit. And you've got the World card here, so I definitely think there's an ending coming. The High Priestess, as I say, that's often going within and having a little bit of a think about your values, your spiritual values, your what the reason is for living, you know, reviewing that. Let's clarify the High Priestess card. That's a little bit of a strange card. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Again, that's your money card and your values. Be careful that you give consideration to your emotional and your spiritual well-being, not just your physical well-being, because being overly focused on money or your house, hanging on too tightly, that can give you an imbalance in your life, and you may end up feeling spiritually depleted or emotionally depleted, which is like here. So, you know, yes, you will be focusing on your values, your money and your home, but don't hold it too tight to yourself. There are other things in life you do need to take some time to celebrate. I might clarify the Chariot here, because the Chariot's very fast-moving energy, but it's not really giving me an indication. It can also be associated with a choice. I might just clarify that one, see if it might help a little bit. It's a little bit of an ambiguous tarot reading, but I am getting the general picture anyway. At least, you know, this feeling of wanting to walk away and leaving everything behind no matter what. I think that should change soon. I think there is going to be some action. And I do think it's coming to an end. So whatever this contractual obligation, this contract or marriage, whatever this is, I think it's going to be resolved soon. I think a decision's going to come through. Okay, Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is a happier time. So I do think that's coming to you. It may not be here yet, but I do think you'll feel a little bit more free. I think this is more of a sense of freedom. It's definitely a better energy than this in reverse. So I think this heavy burden here will be released soon, and I think you will feel a little bit freer. I don't think I can do much more with that reading, not in the given time anyway. I hope that does help a little bit, Sagittarius. It's not exactly it's not a very clear spread, but I hope I've touched on some of the things that may have been a concern to you. Only you can sort of know whether I've hit some of the cards on the head the right way or whether I'm completely off the mark. But sometimes if you can look at these cards perhaps as little clues to moving forward, that's all you really need is some indication, particularly if you're in a dark place, feeling that there's a little bit of hope. And whatever you do, don't hang on to things too tightly, especially anything that's beyond your control. You know, if you are trapped in something and your burden's heavy and you're stuck and you just can't move, don't hang on to it too tight. Sometimes just let it go. It will probably resolve itself in its own good time. Thank you for watching, Sagittarius. I hope you have a nice December. Don't forget to have a little bit of celebration. Enjoy yourself a little bit. Bye for now.